Welcome to the latest HR 180 vlog, where today we're going to be talking what does 2019 have in store for HR? Well, I've certainly noticed that every January it's the time to cue the fanfare as everyone puts together their lists of what's going to be the key trend for HR in the coming 12 months. Whilst in a turkey-induced coma over the New Year break, I've trawled through all of the blogs and quick reads to spare you the task. I know, aren't I lovely? Now, everyone has an opinion this year, from the CIPD, Personnel Today, the big consultancy firms, and of course our fellow professionals commenting in the Twitter sphere. So, what are the key trends? What are they looking like? 1. The bots are coming still. Over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of commentary on how AI will be taking over elements of the interactive face of HR and people management. Now, whilst the rise of the chatbot is still very much talked about, we're not seeing the impact of this too much in the SME sector. Small companies still seem to prefer the human touch, but this doesn't mean that they can't add some value into how you're going about delivering aspects of getting the best out of your people. So, hopefully, there's going to be some scope for this, even in a simple form, through further development of services from online HR software and also from outsourced HR providers like us. 2. Getting more for less effort. A recurring comment in the HR press in 2018 has been HR gets a bad rap in organisations when it tries to do too much and gets over-involved. There's a lot to be said for the old adage of less is more. Couple this with focusing effort on 2 priorities for the business, and more can be achieved more effectively than trying to take on the world. And then wondering why your business has suddenly got HR fatigue, also known as people running away when they see their HR partner coming. 3. Overcoming presenteeism. Now, a spin-off from the previous point, presenteeism is having a real impact on productivity within the UK, still continuing to have high attendance rates but dwindling productivity. Presenteeism is when people are at work but they're really disengaged for whatever reason. And the most obvious being they're ill, but they're afraid of how being absent is going to impact both their pay packet and also their performance review. 4. Employee engagement. Now, this is taking a further wander down the psychological safety path this year. Now, this has been big for the last couple of years, but the increased focus on mental health in the workplace is really hotting the debate up on how crucial psychological safety is to an engaged workforce. I mean, do people really trust that their employer will look out for them? Do they trust and believe that the organisation is really as open and transparent as it claims to be? And what impact does this have on their willingness to get the job done? Now, as I've been talking this through, it's all starting to sound rather familiar. It's the same problems couched in slightly different ways year on year. In fact, probably in this time in late 1840s, Sir Titus Salt was trying to come up with a solution to the same set of problems. How to get the best out of his people, how to make sure that they were committed, looked after and well fed, automate and centralise production so he could make that alpaca wool go further faster. Now, we're not suggesting that you do a Salt or a Roundtree and build your own community, but it does show that when it comes to managing people, the problems and challenges are the same. It's the approach that we're constantly reinventing whilst using the blueprints from the past. So, in a nutshell, the key trends for HR in 2019 are pretty much the same as they have been for the last 180 years. Now, you may disagree, so please feel free to share with us in the comments any tricks you've got up your sleeve. Join in the debate. We'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll see you next month with a different topic. Dogs in the office.